Hello, my beautiful collective. I am doing a love reading today, as per request from one of my beautiful subscribers. And this love reading is going to be for 3 months. Before I get into it, I just want to send love to all of you and blessings. And I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel, for subscribing, liking my page for those who have, sending me comments and suggestions. I appreciate this so much. And people that have, come on my page to find me, and found me on my website because I just kind of started getting back into this a couple of years ago. And a lot of people that I kind of lost contact with have been connecting with me, and I thank you so much for that. So I want to send love to all of you. We're going to do, I got to scooch over here a little bit. I'm in my living room because I have the air conditioning on and the dishwasher is running. So it's a little noisy where I normally sit. So I'm just kind of sitting in my living room, hoping to reduce the noise. We're going to start out with this beautiful Light Seers Tarot. And we're going to do like past, present, future. 7 cards for each row. Okay? So I want you to take a deep breath with me. Let's clear the energy in the space. And we're going to start to shuffle angel spirit guides. And this is a collective reading. It's all energy. If I say male or female energy, it's all energy. This is for entertainment purposes only. If you have a medical condition of any sort or, you need counseling, find a professional that can help you. In the meantime, if you'd like to book a reading with me or receive a Reiki attunement from me, the link to my website is in the description box and my social media platforms that I have. So there's all kinds of ways to reach me. Again, I'm sending love and blessings to you all. Angel spirit guides, what can you tell me about my beautiful collective for the next 3 months? And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you stumble upon it. But we are in Mercury retrograde right now. So if you do stumble upon that, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take something that doesn't fit for you or doesn't apply to your life. One more shuffle. I think I'm going to lower my music just a hair because it seems kind of loud. Sometimes when I put on my music, different songs have a different volume level. So hopefully you can hear me clearly. And let's go. Let's see what we got here. First card we have is the Hanged Man. And I'm going to put on my little light here. It was sunny in here, but it got a little dark. See how he's seeing the light and he's seeing things that he needs to see down below here. So can I grab my pen to point? See? And he sees the light. But he might have been in a pause. And during Mercury retrograde, that's definitely something that could happen. I'm just going to put the cards right here so you can see them. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Usually male energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Coming in with an offer of love. Now, this is past energy. So this may have been somebody from your past that may have a tattoo. He actually looks like my son a little bit. And he has a picnic set up. Maybe you've been thinking about this person. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So happy life, happy family, happy home, love, ultimate happiness in love. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is usually a female energy, and she's very self-reliant. Doesn't need anybody in her life. She can handle everything on her own. And she's divinely protected with this, I think it's a dove, but it could be like a raven, not a raven, a falcon, or a, something like that. But she has it together. She's very self-reliant. She's only missing one pentacle, and that's love, romance, from a partner. You see how she's smiling? She's very happy in her situation. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is usually Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, usually a young male energy coming in to make you an offer, a small offer, maybe monetary, possibly a gift in the past. It doesn't have to be financial, but usually with pentacles it is. So we're going to kind of move these over. I'm trying to guide myself here. So we have 5. We'll do 2 more. We have the Fool, taking a leap of faith in some way. See how she's really close to that cliff. She's got a crystal in her hand. So she intuitively is taking a leap of faith. It's usually a male walking off a cliff with a little dog and like a hobo bag in the regular, the Rider-Waite tarot or most traditional tarot deck. All right, we're going to do one more. And it's the 6 of Cups. So happy memories, memories from the past, nostalgia. See, like the little boy when he has his puppy and he's little, and then he's a grown-up man and he has his beautiful dog. It's like a golden retriever. Memories of childhood, past memories, happy memories. And this doesn't have to be like the distant past. This could be the recent past as well. All right, so let's do the present. We have the 5 of Wands. So presently, you might feel like there's competition in your love life. Either you have options or the person of interest has options. And if you look, like this one's holding the fire here, and this one's trying to grab on. This one's basically stepping on this guy's leg to get up to his place. Like they're pushing each other down. It's like greedy energy. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is financial gain. So presently, you might have some financial gain in a situation. There may be some competition in your love life right now that you're not too happy about. Or you may have many options, and that might be confusing a little bit too. But I think you might be focused more on your money or financial gain also. Then we have the Hermit. So sometimes taking some space, taking a pause, trying to see the light in a situation, maybe deep thinking and introspection. See, he started off over here with this lantern. But you see how he's completely encompassed in the light now? And he's like up on this, I think it's on a cliff. It almost looks like he's levitating. And he might have received, this person, he, she, it's all energy, might have received some downloads, divine messages, or some kind of push from spirit about something. We have the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Also could have, see how he has a tattoo on his arm? Could be a Leo, real strong Leo. Very fiery, creative, passionate. In the reverse, it's usually the player energy. Usually very attractive looking. Could have facial hair too. If it's a male or female, it could be either or. And then the Two of Cups, which is a love relationship. We're going to do a complete rundown once we pull all these. Beautiful love offer coming in, possibly from this King of Wands, where it's right next to it. We have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment in the lower deck. The star is in the major arcana. In the minor arcana, it's the Nine of Cups. You see the gold and all the cups jumping for joy. And that's beautiful energy presently. And then we have victory with the Six of Wands. I mean, it can't get any better than this. So I'm going to kind of move these up a little so I can put down these last cards because I'm kind of running out of room here. I have a really big coffee table, but I get stuff on it here. So future energy, let's see. We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Usually a businessman, entrepreneur, could be a boss with this loyal dog or wolf next to him. See how he's smiling also? Very financially abundant. You can actually see the magic coming off of this pentacle. Put that over here. Sorry, I know I shook it a little bit. Then we have the Four of Swords, taking a pause, maybe separating yourself from your heart to heal and take a rest, or taking a step back from something. Or giving your heart a rest, which kind of makes me... I understand that. Sometimes you have to do that. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from a situation or a person. We have the Strength card. So Strength, again, Leo energy, big time here. But do you see in this depiction, she has a lamb instead of a lion? I've seen another one with the bull's horns. See how she has a heart pendant on? So she can be very gentle and soft, but she also can be fierce. And then she has the infinity symbol tattoo. So this is a very balanced, I get a female energy from this one because of the girl. Could be Leo, strong Leo I get. With that creative, passionate type of personality. Over the King of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Coming in with an offer, be it very slowly. Beautiful, beautiful horse, all decorated, because they're very financially abundant. And they have all those pentacles or mandalas to offer you. And I feel like whatever the situation is, it's been a very long road. Up to, see these three? 1, 2, 3. Up to 3 years I get. But you see, a lot of times it depicts them going up the mountain. She's coming down with this ox with all the stuff on his back, plus she's carrying stuff. It's been a long trek. But she's almost at the bottom. Almost ready to move on, almost done with this journey. And then we have the world of all things. And it was weird because I had just said that. Almost done with this journey. The completion of a cycle. So, the past looks really pleasant as far as a partner or it looks like somebody did a lot of overthinking with the Hanged Man, but they did see the light in the past. And there was this beautiful Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces man trying to come in with an offer of love for the ultimate love. Like, I get like, with this kind of energy here, I get like a soul tie or like a divine counterpart type, past life connection with the way these cards are reading out for me here in the past. And I get a woman, usually a female energy, that totally has it together. She's very creative. She does well with her finances. She has everything she needs. She does not need a partner, but she might want a partner because the only thing she's got left is one pentacle. And I think she's had offers, maybe from these people, this page and this knight. See what I'm saying? She might have had offers. She might have had two different offers in the past from this Knight of Cups in this page, but maybe they were not mature enough. I don't see... did we get any... We didn't even get any reversals, which is very peculiar. And I just read with these last night for a client, so I know I didn't put them all upright or anything. But yeah, so she might have had offers in the past. This is kind of, I get two scenarios, okay? If whatever resonates. So the first one is more of a female energy that might have had this beautiful love offer in the past. At least one or two. And I feel like one person was up in their head about it. Could have been her, could have been another person. She was willing to take a leap of faith in the situation, and she had some really beautiful memories. Or this person was with her. Or thought about it. But in the present energy or the recent past, there may have been some competition, either on her part, where these two just kind of gave up, or maybe they had options and they were kind of, in immature type of player energy. And I heard a really good analogy of that the other day, and I'm going to see if I could remember some of it. If you're young, everybody has to live their own life. I try not to judge people with their lives. I know what my own personal likes and dislikes are and deal breakers are, but I can't tell anybody how to act or how to live their life. But a lot of times in immature energy, both male and female, when we're young, we have a tendency to accept people a little bit more than maybe what we do as we get older. And, we've been let down by people. We might not trust as much as we did when we were young. And when we're young, we're naive, we're trusting, we want people to like us. Most of us come through some kind of trauma or wanting to be liked, or wanting to fit in, especially when you're, teenager or younger in your early 20s, whatever. And when you're young, you have to experiment to know what the world is all. You have to learn those lessons to know what the world is all about. But as you get older, and say if you're the woman like this, you're not going to go for somebody that bounces from person to person to person, because that seems very inauthentic and disingenuous to you. And somebody like this is not going to be in that energy because they're not that they can't have a good time, but they're pretty serious about how they conduct themselves in life. In order to have all this, they may have responsibilities. They might have their own business. They might be like a self-made person, or they might work, have a really good career, a good home, happy home, usually an excellent mother. Just kind of, does everything very well and handles their life very well. They're very balanced. They're only missing that love. And when we're young, we do have a tendency to date around and, you know, get into toxic relationships sometimes. Sometimes we have really good ones that are fun. Um, and you'll look back at things that you took so seriously and like, wow, I really had a great time dating that person, so and so, or whatever. We had so much fun. We did all this stuff. And then there's other ones where you look back and you're like, what was I thinking? You know? And that's okay, till a certain age. When you get up into my age, or, I shouldn't even say my age, I think that there's a lot of people, once they get up and they're more mature, or if they've had, partnerships, marriages, any kind of a long relationship, it changes who you would select for partners. It also, so you're not as easygoing when it comes to, I think I'll date this person, I'll date that person. Especially on a healed person, they're going to be selective because they know what they bring to the table. On an unhealed person, they might just say, it's a woman and it's all energy. Say it's a person, and I'm not going to use man, woman, or anything. Say it's a person and they've been in a long-term relationship. And they were in a relationship with a narcissist, or a relationship with somebody that was really toxic, that verbally abused them and gaslit them and was just really nasty to them. And it was, let's say, even a year can be a long time for people if you're younger. And you're not healed, and you get dropped back into the world of being single and dating. How do I put it? A lot of times they don't know their value and worth and will go out of their way just to have that other person in their life, just to have that boyfriend, or just to have that girlfriend, and they bounce from person to person because they're unhealed. Either they overdo, and it's a two-way street. They either overdo, overcompensate for things that they think are wrong with them, or lower their standards and lower their expectations and end up with somebody that they're ultimately not going to be happy with. And then resentment builds up and they leave the situation. It's one scenario. The other scenario I get, and if they're healed, if they're a healed person, male or female, if they're healed, they are not going to do that kind of stupid bullshit, basically. They're not going to do that. They're either going to stay out of relationships, maybe date, but once they find a person of value, they're going to take some kind of step to maybe move that relationship along. It doesn't have to be like a live-in situation or marriage or anything. I'm just saying, say, hypothetically, that you're dating somebody and you see them maybe twice a month. This person might say, after a couple of months, can we date exclusively? Can we see each other like every weekend instead of twice a month? Or, next Thursday, and then I don't know when I'm going to hear from you. It's taking it to the next step, you know? Okay, so that's that scenario. The other scenario I get is a person that you may have dealt with this competition thing, that lived in the moment, which living in the moment is a great thing to do, providing you're not continuously hurting somebody along the way, intentionally or unintentionally. Because I don't think it's unintentional. I think the person knows what they're doing, and they might have an idea like, well, some people are going to get hurt, some aren't. And yes, that's true. But if you're clear with your intentions, is the best way for me to put it. If you're clear with your intentions from the beginning and there's clear communication, you usually don't have to worry about that stuff. But the other scenario I get is this person, so they live in the moment and they're always they love attention, and they're always searching for more attention or more praise or the better looking person or the person with more money or the person that might have some clout. They're like a social engineer type person. And that's all they do. And all they do, they get their fill, they move on. It could be a day, it could be a minute, it could be a year. And once they're done with that person, they move on to the next and start all over again. Same line, same scenario, same pattern all the time. And this person is as aggravating and frustrating if you have to deal with them and you're more serious or you're more selective and you're not going to date somebody that dates multiple people or sleeps with multiple people. And that's for the healed person, because the healed person is not going to do that because they know that sexual intimacy it's actually a sacred thing. And when you get intimate in in that sacred union, that sacred space, and if you're intimate with somebody that you do not plan to have any kind of a relationship with, to learn from, or any growth with, and you're just, transferring energies, not only are you taking on that person's energy and low vibration, because it is a lower vibration energy, you're also taking on their karma. Because when you're with them, in these third-party situations and stuff like that. And, this person can go from person to person, pollinate or whatever. You know what I mean? Be a party girl, be a player guy, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put on it. Because it's any gender. It's genderless. This person really doesn't, ever get a chance to have that partner in life, to treasure. And a lot of times it's from pain, it's from hurt energy. But so they block out any kind of relationship, or they choose not to be vulnerable. They choose to be, and it's okay to be detached. We all have to have our own things to do. You don't need to be super attached and clingy to anybody, because that causes resentment and drags people away too. It does. But being almost overly detached. When you do anything overly, when you overdo anything, whether it's love, hate, pain, exercise, eat, food, there's always going to be problems. There's no balance there. So if you're overly detached and you're just bouncing from person to person and just having sex with whoever, or being intimate, even intimate without sex, even that romantic communication and that flirting, if you're overdoing it, it's going to throw you out of balance. And it almost becomes an addiction because you're not filling that void in your heart. So ultimately, even if, you're dealing with somebody that's in that energy, they're ultimately only hurting themselves. If you're being, a good person to them, and you're in a relationship with them or a potential relationship, and they're not showing you, if they're disrespecting you by not stating their intentions, if they have any, or not wanting to have that with you because they refuse to change their ways, because they built that reputation, or they still want to have their cake and eat it too, or enjoy that lifestyle, that's fine. But you have to choose whether you want that or not in your life, because you're not going to be able to build with a person like that until they heal themselves. And it could be the other way too. It's just as bad when somebody, you start dating somebody, and I'm guilty of it, where, oh, come over to my house, I'll make you a beautiful dinner. Or, dear, oh, I'm going to be 10 minutes late, and then next thing you know, they're an hour late. Oh, it's okay. I understand. I understand. Okay, I forgive you. And I do always forgive somebody, but I don't forget. And I refuse to be played. And I try to be vulnerable. And I mean, I see all my clients and everybody too trying to be vulnerable. And I get a lot of calls about specific people. I am not in a relationship. I'm just trying to give some kind of an example. But let's say one of my clients calls me, and they've been in the relationship with somebody for a year. That's kind of like let's say it's a friends with benefits situation. So they've allowed this to go on for a year, and they weren't in agreement with it, but that's how it turned out. Because they're constantly overcompensating for the other person not giving equally. Now, it's not always going to be an equal give and take. Some days somebody's going to have to be a little bit more romantic because the other person's in a foul mood, or they're going to have to come up with an extra $5 because the person needs tip money at the restaurant, or, is short $5, something like that, anything. Or somebody's going to have to carry an extra grocery bag in because the other person might be tired. It's like an equal give and take, whatever it is, a date. And if someone's not giving you that energy or that clear intention, and they are interested in you, shame on them. You know what I mean? And even if you don't have them in that category, if they're holding back and they're being deceptive with you. So, I mean, it could be the overcompensator, the overgiver, or it could be that person that just goes from one person to another person to another person to another person with the same story, same scenario, same pattern. Or it's this woman, it's Nine of Pentacles energy, and she's like, nope, it isn't going to happen. I'm not dealing with you, and I'm not dealing with you. But in the future, there is potential, even with the competition, because somebody's seeing the light in this situation. Could be this King of Wands here that wants to offer this beautiful love relationship, this beautiful partnership, and this wish fulfillment and victory. There may be another option with this King of Pentacles, and if you're a female, you might have two men after you here. Presently, and maybe you've put your heart to rest or put it to the side and had to just kind of walk away from everything and everybody. Maybe because of, what happened in the recent past. Maybe you weren't treated fairly. But you still have these beautiful offers, and you've been strong, you've been very gentle, but you've been fierce at the same time. And with this Knight of Pentacles energy, I get somebody that wants to come in and make an offer. They're just very slow moving. But they do have a beautiful horse, and they do have a lot to offer. And then we have this long road that you finally finished walking down. Could be up to 3 years. Carrying that heavy, heavy load. But the completion of a cycle with the World card. And 21 may be significant. I said 3 months. This could be 21 days or the 21st of a month. Could be multiple things like that. All right, so good. Some love oracle cards. The Island Time Wellness. We'll pull a couple of these for a little bit of clarification here. All right, so the first one we have is not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So yeah, I feel like that was all past energy. I do feel like it's going away. And this beautiful completion and beautiful relationship is coming into you. But that definitely was going on. Then we have passion. Insane chemistry. Like each other equally, having fun. And then we have healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So that's exactly kind of what I saw going on. Exactly. In a nutshell, we'll do one more. We'll do the Romance Angels. And then we are going to get everything else done I have to get done today. So, let's pull a couple of cards for Romance Angels. One more shuffle. It's getting windy out, but I have the AC on because it's hot where it was. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So I think somebody is healing from this, whatever happened in the recent past, and things are going to turn out beautiful. And you will complete the healing. You'll complete the cycles that you needed to complete. And I also feel like 21 is significant. So 21 hours, 21 days, up to 3 months, or 21, the date, the 21st. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did so, please like, share, subscribe. Sending love and blessings to you all. Namaste.